What's up, guys? This is RWBY Universe, and this is going to be RWBY Volume 4, Chapter 5, Menagerie. Menageries. Menagerie. Right, not an S at the end of that. And I'm just going to get started into this before it takes too long, because I'm actually interested in trying to get this on my birthday and have like a five video special for my special day, which I don't really count as special. If you've been reading the description to any of these videos, I just put the Voltaire song in pretty much my entire life. So, yeah, we're just going to get started. And I'll talk about whatever I need to talk about from the previous episode when I get into the episode prior. 3, 2, 1 now. Now, we had a lot of things going on with what's happening with RWBY, what's going on with Crow. I wonder if we're going to tackle more of what Weiss is going to be going through, and given a thumbnail on their channel, we're going to see what Blake and Sun is doing. Speaking of Sun, I mentioned I completed the Pokedex, probably like the 5th time on my channel, but yeah, I completed the Pokedex. I have nothing to do now. I literally have nothing to do now in the game. I got Magirna, but my life is a void at this point. I'm waiting for Pokemon Bank. I think Pokemon Sun is the 3rd Pokemon game that I just completed the Pokédex, and now I just feel empty because I did the thing that it is your primary goal. Now what? I finished all the side quests. I defeated the Elite Four and defended my title for like 1,500 times. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Ooh, but it. Also been playing Final Fantasy 15, so that's another thing. I also beat that game. I got Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Fusions, beat that game. I need to stop completing games. Wow. These are only lights in my life because I can't just finish these episodes off because, you know, I gotta wait for all of them to be out first. Alright, immediately going to Sun and Blake. What a quaint village. Hopefully it doesn't get destroyed later on. I'll be very upset. I like how everyone here is adorable.
I've never seen so many faunas in one place.
This is the one place everyone can feel safe, no matter who or what they are.
Wow.
That's good to know.
Sure is, crowded, huh?
Heavily.
Yes, it is.
I wonder how their banter will go about, because it's
Always so cramped.
definitely going to be the question,
When you
back.
try and take an entire species and put them on an island that's 2/3 desert, yeah, it tends to be cramped.
What? You guys have that much more space? Why waste it? A little desert never hurt anyone.
Yeah, the heat should never bother you anyway.
Son. The wildlife here is more dangerous than most of the regions.
Really now.
So they gave us a terrible island in the corner of Remnant to try and shut us up.
That's a pretty good summary, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, sometimes life sucks. Yeah, definitely.
We've tried to make the best of things.
For most of it, it's not terrible. I wouldn't necessarily call this good. But that's good.
It's cool, Kawana.
I like the view.
It's beautiful. I take it all back. This place looks great. Why would anyone ever want to leave?
Well, if you...
That's not the point, son. We asked to be equal, to be treated just like everyone else. Instead, we were given an island and told to make do. So we did the best we could. We came together and we made a home where any faunas could feel welcome.
Just imagine if they never evolved and everyone's still a silhouette.
This town
God.
will always be a reminder that we're still not equal. That we're still second-class citizens.
Well, hey. This guy's feeling pretty at home.
That's nice. See, it's always him to be in the ray of sunshine. Get it?
Time to go home.
Oh yeah? Which one's yours? Can you see it from here?
Kind of.
Is it that one. What about that tiny one down there? I like the paint job.
It's that one.
Oh, of course, it's the biggest one. Okay, someone's mind has been thoroughly blown. Someone need to get a mop. She does not seem extremely excited about this. I wonder why.
What is it?
It's just been a long time since I've seen my parents.
Well, you came all this way.
It all depends on whether you left on good or bad terms. God.
Okay, if we're being honest, that's kind of intimidating.
Tell me about it.
Blake?
I just love the ears. Love the ears. Love the ear animation. It's so adorable.
My baby girl.
Everyone always just needs a hug in their life. I like this man's epic beard.
We were horrified when we heard the news. The Kingdom of Vale
As
wasn't
parents should be.
perfect, but it certainly didn't deserve what happened. We were both so worried.
Please, I knew she'd be fine.
Of course.
That isn't the slightest bit true.
You
should have seen him pacing.
You guys have nothing to worry about. I've seen your daughter in action before.
She has beat
Trust me,
monsters.
she's got some moves.
Yeah, you know.
What exactly do you mean by that, Mr. Wukong?
Well, you see, sir, it's just that, you know, she's such a good fighter and all. And as a fellow fighter...
It's like, man,
Why is he here again?
all the words you could probably piece together in that scenario.
Followed me home.
Ah, like a little lost puppy.
She's definitely above average. I mean,
Backpedal, backpedal, backpedal.
this tea is really good.
Good job.
Huh?
I like him.
See? 50% ain't bad.
Darn it, I completely forgot about the meeting.
Gira?
Give me a moment.
I like this man's build. He's really good.
Is everything okay?
Yes, dear, just poor timing. He can reschedule. It's just been hard dealing with them lately.
Dealing with who?
You gotta explain a little bit more.
The White Fang.
Oh,
What?
okay, sure. Let's just go with that.
Dad!
Blake, what's wrong?
Miss Belladonna.
We had no idea you'd returned.
What are you doing talking to these people?
This
These
is
miscreants.
Fennec Albay. They represent the White Fang here in Menagerie now.
Those psychos are here, too?
Young man.
Guys,
I'm
we're
not
right
sure if
here.
you've heard of our organization, but I can assure you we're not nearly as ferocious as the media would have you believe.
But you're
We've
still
heard.
ferocious.
We've seen.
You said not nearly as
You
ferocious, but
enact
you're still
slaughtered
ferocious.
people.
What is she talking about?
Precisely what we came to discuss with you, Your Grace.
We were trying to like minimize the slaughtering
You guys
part
seriously
of our
don't know?
start.
No what?
The White Fang was at the fall of Beacon.
Mm.
They attacked innocent civilians, and they released Grimm into the school.
Done a whole bunch of other stuff too, but let's just keep that like
Is
private.
this true?
Sadly, Your Grace, it is.
Don't act like you're...
That's enough.
Hmm.
Explain yourselves.
I don't.
Though it pains us to admit, it has become apparent that the Vale branch of the White Fang is no longer operating under orders of High Leader Khan. Rather, they've elected to follow the rule of one Adam Taurus. I believe you're all familiar with the young adept and his extreme philosophies.
You know,
You're
Beacon
more
wasn't
like
the first time
very
Fang
extreme.
started shooting up Vale.
The High Council had their suspicions of a splinter group, but they could prove nothing until this latest incident.
Incident? People are dead.
Incident? That's stepping on someone's foot in a movie theater. What you did was massacre.
Taurus and his followers do not represent the will of the White Fang.
And how can I be sure of that?
We understand if you bear any skepticism towards these claims. The White Fang's tactics are admittedly more aggressive since you stepped down as High Leader and Chieftain of Menagerie. But this is no way to make our message heard.
We have
Oh yeah, just drop a few bombshells. I'm sure everyone will be
as
fine.
well as several strategies to apprehend and punish these strays if you care to review them.
I will. But another day. I'd like some time to reconnect with my daughter.
But of course, Your Grace.
We completely understand. It was a pleasure to see you again, young Blake.
We were saddened when we heard of your departure from the White Fang.
So sad.
But understand if you can no longer support our cause.
Oh, I wonder
It was a
why.
wearying fight, after all.
Who says I'm done fighting?
If you ever do wish to return, you need merely to come find us.
That's they got jokes.
Related.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Face leave. Well then.
So, those guys were creepy.
I really
Really?
don't like you.
Hey, again, 50%. Still not that bad.
An interesting development, wouldn't you say?
Interesting indeed.
Is that just like a...
Shall we inform Brother Adam?
We shall.
Hey, you know, you wouldn't even have to animate that particular part with those voices to understand that that's exactly what they were gonna do. But still, it's nice to see. Oh, you!
I was hoping you could help me find someone.
Yeah, discount that guy from Metal Gear Solid 3. Again, I you know what? You know what? Since I like you so much, the fear, discount the fear, because discount the fear here is gonna be stomping all over the masses of people here. Okay, good episode. Good episode. This was a great birthday special for me. No, it's not technically for me. It's just for everyone else. But you know, I feel special somewhere in my life. For recap review purposes, here we got this was pretty much only Blake centric, which is great. While the other episodes kind of like toppled and juggled between other characters, this one just stayed primarily with Blake and Son, and just also just dropping like okay, we got to see where most of the faunists are living, and they're not living as equal. They just like dumped them on an island instead. Later, and yeah, I understand the animosity with that gesture. I would not want to be brought into just one random area and say, "Hey, we gave you separate but equal." No, it's not. That's not how equality works. But how they tackle this is definitely realistic, especially in a world like this. Having to see Blake's mom and dad is also amazing. And again, for you, Son, mom, okay, dad, of course, relatively speaking, not okay. You know, there's not many like shows that I can remember off the top of my head that actually reverse these two things where the dad approves of the guy and then the mom disapproves of the guy. I know they exist out there. I'm kind of doing it myself in my own story, but hey, liking the fact that it's still doing this, and he's just like, mom ships it. That's great. As for like the White Fang showing up. These two, we saw these two in the intro. I'm like, okay, now we see more specifically centric characters here. I wonder what role they're gonna play besides just being the message boys for the other guys to make more havoc, wreak more havoc to come on here. Again, I'm having a bad omen about this whole beautiful landscaping here. I know this series. This series is not afraid to take people's arms and kill some people, so I won't be afraid if they have to destroy a perfectly nice and lovely town. So let's just throw it out there in my book. As for everything else, it was great. It was just mainly like talk heavy, no real action segments, which is okay, good. And then you just got the guy at the end. It's just great, awesome. I'm telling you, if you put this one screenshot and just take any screenshot from Metal Gear Solid 3 and find the Fear, I swear, it's like he's just slightly older. He's like, this one is in his 20s, and the Fear is just in his like 50s, late 60s maybe. I don't know age groups, but I'm telling you, they look almost exactly the same. I'm sorry if that's annoying. I just have to point that out for me. So yeah, this good episode as per usual when it comes to this sort of thing. I'm definitely enjoying my experience, and since you're probably going to get this like at probably 6, 7, or 8 o'clock because due to editing purposes and just my all-around laziness to actually get these things done, I would like to say I've had a pretty eventful birthday, and it was actually a little bit better than last year's, because last year I didn't really do much actually. I just kind of like hung around and went to Red Lobster, and a nice family paid for my order once I ordered like my stuff and just mentioned it was my birthday. It was very nice of them. Like, there are good people in this world, and that was one of those moments that you had to realize that. As for now, it was also really good. Chick-fil-A had this special thing going on where they had a free cookie and they were doing free stuff for the people who had the calendar cards, and I just pretty much had like a free meal over there just with a drink and stuff like that, and good nonetheless. So yeah, I am 20 years old. My DeviantArt says I'm 21. That's because I accidentally typed in the wrong thing about that. And when I turn 21, guess what I'm going to be doing? Not drinking, because that's stupid. I am going to be doing a little, I am finally at the pinnacle adult age, as per usual what the internet and media would say. Because 20 is okay. You're no longer in their teenager years anymore. That's good. But 21 is apparently the drinking age or something like that. That could be wrong. That could have bumped up or bumped down for all I know. But I'm not drinking anyway, so you don't even have to tell me. I don't care. Like, if I didn't care about anything else in my life, it's that. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it. But I will be trying to see if I can do something special for my 21st birthday, because, yeah, I like 21. 21 is actually a pretty good number for me. And yeah, if it's your birthday today, happy birthday to you. And I guess I gotta say that too, because this is birthday month apparently, because of a lot of things birthday related. Birthday. But all right, this is Do You Want to Be Universe. Hope you have a fantastic day. Hope you have a fantastic birthday. Happy birthday to you from Do You Want to Be the Universe to you. That's great. And I'll see you guys next time.